In Berkshire Medical Center's CT scanning room, a crew is loading a 2,300-year-old relic of ancient Egypt onto a long, thin bed. Once in position, a giant metallic donut will pass along the body of the mummy named Pahat. As the scan takes place, Dr. Jonathan Elias is on eggshells in the next room as 3D images of the mummy appear on the computer screen.
The excitement level for me is extremely high because I also understand, because I've been working in this field for a number of years now, the capabilities of CT scanning technology to reveal the unknown is just fantastic. You know, every mummy becomes a gateway into a world which needs to be opened up and explored. It's just a fantastic opportunity.
Elias is an Egyptologist and director of the Akeem Mummy Studies Consortium in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. He's been present for over 30 mummy scans throughout the country, including a scan on the same mummy just 3 years ago.
So we can improve the scan, the image data will improve, and we can improve our scope of knowledge about Pahat in general. So it's very exciting to be able to do that. We learned a lot about him the first time. Now we can improve through better resolution our findings.
The reason Elias risked life and limb to travel across the Northeast in a snowstorm is this scan takes 64 slices, compared with the previous scan that took 16, meaning the findings will reveal 4 times the detail. Running the controls, the CT supervisor at Berkshire Medical, Jonathan Gable.
With this 64 slice, we can cover more area. We're going to probably acquire the images at 0.625 millimeters, do a contiguous group so we can do it all in one section, and then do some 3D reformats and post-processing.
Berkshire Medical Center currently scans about 500 to 600 living people a week, making the procedure their best weapon in assessing people's needs. From minor bleeds in the brain to buildup in the lungs to a functioning appendix, there's a scan for that. Dr. Prakash Malkani was also on hand for the mummy scan, but he prefers to work with the living. Malkani says the recent Vice President Dick Cheney heart episode could have been detected by the CT scanner they're using. He says adaptation has been slow.
Unfortunately, the insurance companies are not paying for enough patients because of all the economy and change and so on. But that's a very nice way to check out your coronaries without having to put catheters in your body.
Malkani is a neuroradiologist and head of the radiology group at Berkshire Medical. He says the procedure brings the risk factor down and the success rate for surgeries up, and it also helps with finding out about mummies. Dr. Elias says the last scan was able to show that Pahat, who is a mid-level priest, was suffering from arthritis, and he may have outlived his own son. The scan will bring even more specifics about the mummy and the period he lived in.
If you can properly date the material, you can see the changes in the mummification ritual and system of body preparation much more clearly. If you can't control chronology, and you don't know within 100 years the date of a mummy, your findings are so much weaker, even if you have the image data to go along with it. So they work in tandem.
Nervously looking on, Berkshire Museum's executive director Stuart Chase says Pahat is one of their flagship pieces.
Pahat was acquired prior to the opening of the museum in 1903 by Zenas Crane, the founder of the museum. So it was a critical and important piece of our collection from day one, and has become, in essence, a much loved object, although it does freak out some children from time to time. It's a key piece of our collection. It's been on view since 1903 when we opened on April 1st.
The information taken from the CT scan won't only be available to scientists and Egyptologists. In fact, the images will be used to produce a 3D animation premiering in conjunction with Berkshire Museum's new mummy exhibition called Wrapped, opening June 19th. Again, here's Chase.
And what's so exciting for us is it will remain afterwards, and it'll be part of the permanent installation of the museum. So this technology, this greatly advanced technology that unlocks the clues of the past, is going to be a great part. And it's innovative. It fits with the Hall of Innovation and the whole innovative aspects of the museum.
Charlie Dietz, WAMC News.